And here we do the mantra Vam, and we use the mudra where the ring finger touches the thumb. And when we say it, we try to squeeze from front to back. Take a deep breath in. Vam. 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 Now we bring our attention behind the navel, and behind the navel we use the mudra, the middle finger with the thumb, and we do the mantra Ram. And when we do it, after taking a deep breath and we do Ram, try pulling in the abdominal area in and feel the squeeze behind the navel. Take a deep breath in. Ram. 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 Before we get to the middle of the chest, in between the breasts, I would like to request for everybody to just check your posture and make sure you're completely straight. If you're like this, just lift yourself up. Now, what is good is, it is sometimes difficult for people to stay up like this. The best way is to keep back support or else keep a lumbar support. So here you roll up a towel or you have a small cushion which you lean forward if you're sitting on the floor and insert it under the buttocks so that it'll help you to keep a straight posture. Dr. Gulati, are you able to stay straight? Can you lift up a little bit more?
Picture.
I cannot see Dr. Rai's picture. You're on mute, so you won't be heard. Okay, let's go to the next. Yes, Ji, please. You were going to say something? Dr. Gulati.
No, I'm not saying anything. No.
Okay. So let's go to.
No picture.
So let's go to the fourth one, right in the middle, in between the breasts, in the middle of the body. we do the sound yum. And here we bring the index finger to the thumb. And when we do the yum, you cannot contract here. So do a mental contraction. Take a deep breath in. Yum. 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 Now bring the awareness to the throat, and here we will do the sound hum. And when we do this, keep your thumbs up. Take a deep breath in, and we will go hum. 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 Now in the middle of the head, we will do the sound chum. Take a deep breath in. Chum. 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 Now we can go to Om in the top of the head. Bring your attention right to the top. Let's go. Take deep breath in and thumbs up. Now let's begin our happy face breathing, the Ujjayi Pranayama. So for all of you who know it, I think most of you are regular so you can begin. Just in case there is somebody who is new, I'm going to give the full explanation over here. For those who are new, close your eyes and observe how you feel at the throat, and then make a big smile and see how you feel a slight stretch in the throat, and keeping the attention in the throat, inhale and exhale in a slow way so that you can feel as if the breath is rubbing along the throat like restricted breathing. And do this with hardly any effort, very mild effort. If you put too much effort, the yoga effect will be gone. So I'll show you how slowly to breathe by lifting up my hand as I inhale, and as I exhale, I will bring it down. So for those of you who are new, you can watch. If it helps you, you can raise your hand up and down, and just to help you with the timing the breathing, but it is not really necessary.
Can we do deep breathing while Ujjayi pranayama? Can we do deep breathing while doing Ujjayi pranayama?
When you're doing Ujjayi Pranayam, obviously you're breathing in a deep way. So obviously, if you're doing anything less than as much as you can breathe comfortably, you're not doing the Ujjayi Pranayam properly. Now, what you mean by deep breathing is a funny question, because I'm asking you to make it slow and long. So in other words, you have to breathe as much as you can comfortably. The important word is comfortable. I don't know who asked that question. Can you identify yourself?
Ashok Gupta.
Sorry, say 1 second. Say it again.
Ashok Gupta.
Ashok Gupta. Yes, let me come to you. 1 second. I'll watch how you're doing.
Leena ji, you don't have to move your hand up and down. That was Dr. Rajan just showing the how your breath goes up and how it goes down, the time it takes to go up and down. All you have to do is close your eyes, focus on your throat, smile widely, and focus the stretch in the throat, and then just feel the breath going through your throat.
Balmukund, can you tell me which screen Ashok Gupta is? I'm unable to find him.
Hang on. He's on the first screen. If you go gallery view, he's on the first screen.
Okay. Yes, I do see. Ashokji, please continue your breathing. Let me notice. Yeah. Do you have difficulty doing a long breath, deep breath?
No, no.
You have no difficulty doing. Okay. You feel the rubbing in the throat as you're inhaling and exhaling? You're continue. Please continue. You're doing fine.
Exhaling, sometimes it's harder, but
Yes.
in
Yes. That's fine. Please continue. I think pretty much every one of you have ability to come on and your picture to be seen. If you don't come on, then I wouldn't know how much is suitable for you. So I'll just go by those whose picture I can see. So now let's go on to the next practice. I see that there are very few of you who have a little bit of congestion in the chest. So let's do Haim Im focused right in the upper chest glottis area. Haim Im you mentally vibrate, you feel like it is mentally vibrating here. Haim Im Haim Im Haim Im Haim Im I'm saying it verbally, but don't say it, just do it mentally. Come, let's begin. Shivaji Das Gupta, you feel a difference? Yes, continue. Yes. Excellent. So now we'll go on to the next exercise. TV Srinivasan, do you feel a warmth or something happening? Feeling better? Yeah, just show your thumbs up. That's good. Thank you. So now we will go on to the neck exercises. As we exhale, bring our ear towards the shoulder. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, go towards the other shoulder and continue. Keep the body loose. Okay. Now as we exhale, let's rotate the head as if you're looking over the shoulder. Inhale, come back. Exhale the other way. Again, keep the body loose. Okay. Now inhale, take the head back, and exhale, bring the chin towards the chest. Okay, now as you exhale, chin towards the chest, and we do full rotation, 360 degrees, half a rotation, inhale, the other half exhale. Let's go opposite direction. Okay. Now we can do shoulder exercises. Inhale, lift up one shoulder. Exhale, rotate it, bring it down. Then go to the other shoulder, inhale, and exhale, rotate, bring it down. We won't be doing too many of this because for you, most of you, the neck is already loose. So just about 5 is good enough. Doing slowly takes care of it. Now let's go on to the next exercise. We bring the hands perpendicular to the forearms as we inhale and stretch out the fingers. As we exhale, thumbs in and a downward facing fist. Inhale and exhale. Now bring the elbows in line with the shoulders. Inhale and exhale, rotate around the wrist. Let's go backward. Interlock the fingers behind the head. Keep the elbows in 180 degrees angle to each other so that they're above the shoulders. Don't bring them forward. And as you exhale, rotate and turn to one side. Inhale, come back. Exhale, go the other way. Excellent. Now we can cross over one hand over your opposite knee and holding it crossed over, take your other hand behind and we can turn as you exhale. As you inhale, come back, hands on the knees. Exhale, go the other way. Inhale, come back, exhale, continue. Okay. Now we can lift up one leg and cross it over the other. Oh, yes. My mom is reminding me. We missed one critical exercise. We do both shoulders together. Inhale and exhale, rotate it back.
Rajan sir, what will you do without your mom?
That's right.
No rasam for you today.
देखिए, this yoga session का जो मधुर रस आ गया, और क्या चाहिए, right? Okay, good. So now we cross one leg over the other knee and get hold of the knee. And as you exhale, pull in the opposite direction and turn your head to the same direction as the knee you're holding. Inhale, release, and exhale, do it again. Let's cross the other way. Exhale, pull, and turn. Okay. So that is good. And now we can do, but let's do the standing up and bending forward. So get hold of a chair if you need it and stretch all the way back and then lean forward, keep the chin up. Only lean from the hip. Now, for those of you who don't need the balance, you can get hold of your opposite elbows and getting hold of it. Take a deep breath in and lift up your chin and pull back the shoulders. And as you exhale, lean forward, keeping the chin up. Keep the chin up. Yes. So let's come back up. And now it's time for our breathing, deep breathing, Bhastrika Pranayam. I don't think there is anybody who is new over here today. Okay, is there anyone who is new over here today?
There are a few people. Two or
Okay.
three, I'd say.
So in that case, for those of you who know it, please proceed. For the new people, keep your palms in the abdominal area. And as you inhale, feel the abdominal area come out. And as you continue to inhale, feel the chest expand and the shoulder pull back. And as you exhale, feel everything relax and the abdominal area going in. So try one more time. Inhale and continue to inhale and exhale, release. So this is the way in which you want to make sure you're doing full deep breathing. Inhale and exhale. Now, once you feel comfortable with the abdominal movement, which is very important, then make a loose fist and elbows by the side of the chest. And we will now, when we inhale, take out the abdominal area comes out. And as you continue to inhale and the chest expands, lift up your elbows a little bit. And then the final part of the inhalation, the shoulder pulls back, open out the palms and stretch backward. And exhale, make a fist of the hand again and slowly come down. So let's go. 1. Exhale. Exhale always longer than inhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 13. Exhale. 14. Exhale. 15. Exhale. 16. Exhale. 17. Exhale. 18. Exhale. 19. Exhale. And 20. Exhale. Eyes closed and observe. Whatever sensations you have in your head, just keep observing them. Just keep observing the sensations. If it is there with your eyes closed and observe how it moves. It's 6:29, 1 minute to go for 6:30. I'm going to play the Om meditation, and those who need to leave at 6:30 can leave at any time. I'll continue for about 3 to 4 minutes over. Just a reminder for everyone, weekends we do the long session. So we'll be doing it for an hour and 25 minutes tomorrow. Keep your awareness within. If you feel meditative, you can keep just listening and keep the awareness within. Now, I would like to request Tapan Das to unmute yourself and share with us as to how you felt before to after.
Yeah, thanks for asking. I am actually feeling very much, I will say I learned a lot from you with respect to chakra. I didn't know all those things. And so that really helped me. I'm seeing the difference in terms of like more internal energy, and I think it's going to be a long-term process. And as a whole, I mean, I feel it has this has a big actually long-term effect, and I'm actually looking forward to learn more on these things. And so I think that's it. I do not have any more to say.
Do you have any respiratory issues, chest
No.
breathing or anything like that?
No.
You don't have anything, right? Okay. Do you feel yes?
I have actually headache once in a while due to like a migraine or stress kind of thing. So I have not seen any headache coming actually after doing this thing.
Okay. Do you know the reason why you got the headache? You get your headache and why it is gone?
It could be many things. One is actually because it's a kind of a migraine, so I do not know what could be the reason behind it.
Okay. Have you now? Where are you from?
I'm in actually I'm in Maryland, so I'm in North Potomac, Maryland, local.
I see. The thing is basically, I suspect that it has got to do with the level of oxygen concentration and the blood flow in your case. Okay.
I see. I see.
Because the breath, I was observing, your breathing was not good enough. And the two exercises that are very helpful for you is that Haim Im and this deep breathing that we did. These are particularly good for you. And on a daily basis, if you do this, your migraine won't come.
I see. I see. Yeah, I think that seems to be good actually. I'll continue to do it.
Excellent.
Thanks.
Thank you. And Shivaji Dasgupta, you want to say anything?
I feel a lot relaxed.
Yeah.
And also when you were doing that thing, I had like an electric shock coming down my spine, gently coming down my spine. And then slowly it went away. That was a feeling I had. It came from the top and then coming down my spine all the way down.
Excellent. That is how the healing works. And
is
so,
that normal?
Yes, absolutely. And you don't have any tightness of chest or the breathing or anything like that, right?
No, I have not.
I have a question, Dr. Rajan.
Yes.
Okay, the question is when it's not today, but yesterday when we did the Bahe Kumbhak, and when I do it in the morning and the evening, I start sweating and also feel at that time.
Okay.
Is this something that is normal or?
Absolutely normal.
Okay.
The key part, anytime there is lot of cleansing in the nadis going on,
Okay.
that tends to happen.
Okay.
Okay, so there is no problem at all.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Bal Mukund, do you have any announcements before we go with more people? No announcements. Okay.
Dr. Rajan, this is Manju. I have a question when you are free for my question.
Actually, you can speak up now, but let me make just one announcement.
Yeah, sure.
Actually, today, Bal Mukund expanded, he increased the what we pay for Zoom to expand to 500 people who can come on camera. Okay. So essentially, go ahead and share it with all your friends you want. We literally have 500 people all watching each other over here.
So
Okay.
my question is, what can you recommend for sleeping to sleep better? I have trouble sleeping, even though I'm tired and very sleepy. As soon as I hit the pillow, I cannot sleep, and sometimes it takes hours to fall asleep.
See, the thing is basically anytime I'm going to explain from a yoga perspective. Okay. From a yoga perspective, we say that we can fall asleep only when everything empties out of our system and our transmitter, which is over here, opens up and it connects us with the connects us. Only then we can fall asleep. Okay. And the trouble that happens is for anybody who has a lot of stuff in the head. And what is the thing that is the brings lot of stuff in the head? In yoga, we call it as karta bhav. I have to get things done.
But I'm having trouble hearing you. There's a lot of noises in the back. I'm having trouble hearing you.
People need to, let's see, I think others maybe.
Yeah, lot of noises.
Yeah, other people are have not muted themselves.
Zandra, can you please mute?
Yes, I will. I'm trying.
Okay. So what I was saying is, anytime you are unable to let go, from a yoga perspective, letting go is the key for higher meditative capacity, and it is also the key to be able to fall asleep. So what prevents a person from letting go? The sense of me, I have to get things done, I have to do this, and this is what is called karta bhav. So when that is over there, then you're unable to let go. You're unable to fall asleep. There is another aspect also that goes that you mind gets occupied, you're unable to let go, is attractions. So one is responsibilities, the other is attractions. And just a few days back, actually 3 days back, 2-3 days back, a young lady who is 23 years old, who is studying to become a lawyer. This girl, because of the COVID situation, everything in lockdown, sitting at home. And this young lady doesn't go to sleep at 10 o'clock or anything. She's there active till 4 a.m. in the morning and then sleeps till 12 noon or whatever. Okay, 3 a.m. and things like that. So I asked her, why have you been doing this all your life? And she developed a number of issues. So I asked her, have you been doing this all your life? And she said, no, it is because you see, I have nothing to do. I'm sitting at home. And what happens is, when it is like 11 o'clock at night, one of her friends comes and on the phone and says, why don't we all watch a movie together? And then we can talk about it. And at 11 o'clock at night, they start seeing a movie which doesn't end till 2 o'clock. And so that excitement and attraction of that carries through. And once the sleeps of, when you feel sleepy, you should go to sleep. But instead, if you say, I have this to do, or that is attractive and whatever, and you do that, the sleep that is coming gets broken. And after that, you will not be able to fall asleep for a long time.
Yeah.
Okay. So this kind of thing, behavioral pattern, where because of external attraction and the mind having responsibilities, that is the reason people are unable to let go. And that is why you cannot fall asleep. Unless the mind lets go, you cannot fall asleep.
Yeah,
So,
actually, sometimes mine start to work, and all those thoughts and things start to. I'm half asleep, and I really want to fall asleep, and sometimes it will take 2-3 hours when finally the mind has stopped working. So,
yes.
is there a breathing technique or some kind of yoga to help that, so that mind start to clear and feel like empty?
Yes.
that it has to take a break?
There are many, many techniques which over the ages people have tried with. Okay.
Hmm.
First thing is when the mind is really drifting and wandering,
Yeah.
then in which case they say count sheep. So close your eyes and visualize one sheep is jumping over the fence and you count backward from 100 to 99. You watch them with your eyes closed. Watch one sheep jump over the fence and the next over the fence. Like that, just keep watching till you go from 100 to 1 to 0. Then
Mhm.
by that time you will fall asleep. Now, that is only the case when you have when you consciously realize the mind is wandering. But
Yeah.
there is another category of people for whom subconsciously the mind is wandering, they are not even aware, and it comes in the form of restlessness, either in the form of the restlessness in the mind or in the body, where muscles start twitching. Okay.
Mhm.
When that kind of a situation happens, that for subconscious related thing, there we have to work with the nervous system. Okay, so the easiest way to deal with that is Ujjayi Pranayama. So inhale and exhale, okay? And generally the key part is if you can keep the same sleep cycle every day,
Yeah.
and don't push yourself to get out of it because of other things, then in which case you will be able to keep a fairly good sleep habit. And this really means for people who are dealing with that kind of a life, no late night parties. And so that means, for social reasons, people have a party and it goes on till 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning and things, and you go elsewhere, drive and come back. And on those weekend days, it becomes midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock to go to sleep. That doesn't work. So if you keep a daily system that by 9:30 you're packed up and by 10 o'clock you're going to fall asleep, you'll typically find with that habit, you'll be waking depending upon your personal, how you are made, anywhere from like 4 a.m. in the morning till 6 a.m. in the morning, you will be up. You see, most people will find that they need a sleep of somewhere between 6 to 8 hours.
Yeah.
Each person is different. And there are some people who need 10 hours of sleep and they should get it. There is nothing wrong about it.
Yeah.
Okay. And there are some people who are okay with 3 to 4 hours of sleep. And I hear the president of the United States doesn't need more than 2 hours of sleep daily.
Wow. I think that's sleep deprivation. I cannot do that.
No,
But
no,
yeah,
no, no, no. That is not sleep deprivation.
no, 2
It,
hours.
it is basically dependent on each person, their
Oh.
ability. You see, it is their connectivity and how that works for them. I have seen it's very rare case of people who are who live with sleep of like 2 to 3 hours. I know a person who was a very, very top executive, a CEO of a very large corporation, defense contractor. And this person used to go to sleep like 10 o'clock at night. And by about 2 a.m. in the morning, he's awake and he starts working and he doesn't feel the lack of sleep. He has no daytime sleepiness.
That was my grandfather.
Yeah.
He will get up by 2 a.m. and he loved to write. So he will be writing in the morning. He wrote many books.
Hmm.
Anyway, can you show quickly Ujjayi Pranayam you said you should be doing?
Yeah,
Or
you have been doing it all through this session.
I know, but I don't remember the names.
Okay. It is what I call it as happy face breathing.
Oh,
Closing
happy.
your eyes,
Okay,
observing
okay,
the
got
throat.
it.
Yes, that is what it is.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You are very well.
Dr. Narayan, I want to make a comment.
Yes.
There is an attendee here, I don't remember the name. She saw a patient on telemedicine with corona effects. So she may do the same experiment, this mantra on her, on this patient, if possible.
Actually, I have I don't know who that person is. If that person
I
can
think Manju, I think then we were talking initially with Manju or something.
Her name is Manju Asthana.
Yes, 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 that's true. Yes, very true.
And,
Yes.
and I would like to hear that mantra too, if you can please.
okay.
My
Sarita-
name is Sarita Bansal.
Yes. See, the mantra is very simple. You focus here in the glottis area, upper chest area, and mentally vibrate there. Haim, im, That's it. It's a mental, you don't say it out loud. Mentally, it's going. It's just going. Haim, im,
Do you inhale and exhale with it, or do you do
breathing-
regular breathing, or?
Breathing has nothing to do with it.
Okay.
So normally, are you conscious of your breathing? You're not. So that is the way you are. Okay. Now, the thing is basically, I would like if we have somebody who is a molecular biologist over here and who has the ability to test the from our BioWell readings, what we saw was we saw that the adaptive immunity was the key driver of everything. And I was literally, I was not stunned, but I was kind of, let's put it this way. Even when you expect something, when you see it, it is kind of, it blows you away, right?
Yeah.
So what happened was the adaptive immunity increased by 28% in the measurement of the biomeridians with the electrophotonic imaging, okay? And that was the primary driver that resulted in improvement in the maintenance ability of the peripheral nervous system, and it had a collateral impact on the respiratory system as well as the cardiovascular system. And that was how it worked with it, the chain of how it worked through. So for me, it'll be very, very interesting if the ideal test will be, if we, and by the way, people who come with coronavirus conditions, where different people exhibit different levels of being affected.
Yeah.
Some people, it is very, very mild. They may have a little cough and, lethargy, feeling tired, and that's about all. But for other people, it may manifest in many different other things, body pain and things like that. So what would be ideal testing condition is, we have two people who have similar conditions, and you take whatever test you do to look for the for change in the antibodies. I presume it will be a blood test of some kind. So what you do is you do one draw before it is begun on both the people, and then the one person does it for 1 hour while the other person doesn't do anything. And after that, you go and take the sample for the test, and you look to see how the antibody change has happened in the two people.
Yeah, that'll be very interesting.
Absolutely. That is what I really would love, if somebody has the ability to do the resources. So Nareshji, if you know somebody.
Dr. Narayan.
Somebody works in the
Sorry, multiple people, one person at a time. Ramesh Gupta, please speak up. Others, please mute.
I just there's numbness. You said something earlier in the beginning. I didn't catch.
So
I typed the question too.
I think Rameshji has put his question in the chat box. Dr. Rajan, if you can look.
Yes, I did.
Please mute yourself. I will just look at the chat box and look at all the questions. Okay. You see, when a person asks me a question due to peripheral neuropathy, I have numbness under my feet. What is the mantra and exercise to get help? Now, when somebody asks me this question, I have to ask 100 more questions. Have you been diabetic for how many years? And the thing is, basically, if it has gone to a point where the person has gone into that chronic elements, you have to get all the metabolic and the nervous system indicators. And what is going to happen is there is no single exercise that may be able to take care of it. But if it is a case where it is a person is not diabetic and it is a temporary case where the person is feeling numbness in the feet, usually Ujjayi Pranayama will take care of it. Now, if it is accompanied by feeling of tightness or pain or slight achiness in the calf muscles, then in which case the Haim mantra in the lungs takes care of it. Okay. So that is why I keep saying to people, when people ask me question, can you tell me something for this? I cannot answer the question without knowing the larger dynamics of where everything is coming from. Okay. So I'm giving you half an answer, but that is the best I can do. Now there is somebody else who has asked a question. My 34-year-old daughter has...
Somebody else has asked a question.
I'm not back.
Okay. So it reads, my 34-year-old daughter has gray hair, looks like it is hereditary. Anything she can do? Actually, I don't know the answer to that. All I can do is if we find that the blood circulation is not going up to the head. Oh, by the way, I can give you a nice way to think about it. Have you ever seen any president of the United States go into office with black hair, and when they come out of the office, they are looking fully gray? Those of you who have seen that, you know, the classic example and the most stunning example was Barack Obama. Okay. And the thing is, basically, what happens is when people get, you know, college stress and a lot of thinking or whatever, those are the things that contribute to this. Now, Bal Mukund, I'm going to pick on you. What happens is, part is the element where Bal Mukund is losing a lot of hair over there. Okay. Now, the part that happens is the blood flow that is happening in the head. If you are always, you know, too much focused, you're not, the blood flow in certain parts increases, in other parts it's depleted. So if you can increase your blood flow, the hair can start growing into places that are not getting used over there. So that is why, you know, always positive things, calming down, all of these are helpful. By the way, he's always thinking all the time, Bal Mukund. Okay, let me look at,
I have been thinking since I've been losing hair since I went to college to IIT Roorkee.
Okay.
So that was the age of 18. And I don't know, I still lose my hair. It grows back, but I still keep losing it. Every day I lose like a lot of hair, but I still have some hair left.
Yes. Keep doing our practices, they may grow back because the blood flow will take care of it.
Okay, all right. My mom will be very happy to hear that.
Okay. Somebody is asking me whether I'm sitting in a lakefront or a beachfront. Well, that's the way I like people to think. You know, I would like you to feel, you know, elevated by the environment, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did
So
Sarita Kausal's question get answered, Dr. Rajan? The swelling in the feet? Sorry, I zoned out.
I'm going to that. I have swelling in my feet. What exercise will be helpful for me? You see, this is again a question you're asking me without us knowing what is the reason for the swelling in the feet. Okay. So if there is an infection in the, you know, leg or somewhere, sometimes swelling can come. Then in which case you would need an antibiotic to take care of it. If that is not the case, if there is no infection, then in that case, what could also be happening is something related to the, you know, lymph system is not working properly. Then in which case, you know, we have to check whether it is related to the peripheral nervous system. And typically I have found the peripheral nervous system and the immune system, if we can improve that, that usually helps in that area. Okay. So those are the two areas which are helpful. And for immune system improvement, meditation, all of these are helpful. And for the peripheral nervous system, the happy face breathing, Ujjayi Pranayama is helpful. You see, by the way, this is the reason I always encourage people that when we do our reading, you see, today I could not resist myself in the morning that when I heard about this person who had coronavirus, I went to that person's home. And think of it, I'm exposing my, potential exposure for me. But that is, my scientific curiosity as to how can we measure and understand this took me over there, okay? And I didn't go into the house. I just gave all the equipment and I went away, okay? But then over video call, I explained how to operate the system and how to do that. And that's how we got all the results this morning, okay? So the part is basically only when we are able to objectively understand it, we get the answers. And modern medicine is very big in looking at symptoms. Traditional medicine and yoga is looking at the root cause. Symptoms can be the same for many, many different root causes. And that is why when people are asking me questions based on symptoms, I cannot give you a direct answer. I can say it could be this, it could be that, it could be something else. Okay, it's 7 o'clock. So let's take a deep breath in and we will finish with an Om. Take a deep breath in. Mentally affirm to yourself, may I be guided to fulfill the purpose for which I'm born. With that as the thought, we will plan to meet tomorrow, and we have a long session tomorrow. Thank you. And
Thank you,
namaste.
Rajan sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Rajan.
Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thanks, everybody.
I'll talk to you.
Thanks, Balgupta. Thanks.